I'm Gio,
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Elise.
and you're listening to Foosic.
Today we'll be reviewing Taylor Swift's album, Reputation, from November. And the first song on the album is Ready For It. And my initial reaction when this came out, I was kind of confused because it was Taylor rapping, but I actually really liked the song.
Yeah, this came out before the album came out, so I was happy with it because it's a lot better than Look What You Made Me Do, which was like the first song off the album, because it seemed like she was moving in a better direction, but I wasn't like in love with it.
Yeah, I liked the sound, but when I actually listened to the lyrics, they weren't that good, and most of them didn't make any sense, but it was still good.
Yeah, and especially compared to the rest of the songs on the album and the rest of her songs for her career, it's kind of weak.
Overall, I liked the song.
Yeah, overall it was okay, just like wasn't my favorite.
This was actually the first song on the album, and it presents the first glimpse of the theme of crime and punishment, which appears throughout the album.
Okay, so the next game we're going to be talking about is Endgame. It features Ed Sheeran and Future.
The song at first I didn't like, but I actually do like it now. I really like the rapper Future, and he's part of the song, and I liked that verse a lot.
I really enjoyed this song. I wasn't sure about it when I first listened to it, but over time it grew on me, and I really like Ed Sheeran's part and Future's part too.
Yeah, this is the third song in which Taylor has worked with a rapper. Those are definitely her best songs, in my opinion.
Next up, we have I Did Something Bad.
Immediately, this song I just kind of hated. I don't know, it just sounded really weird to me.
I really enjoy it. Like, it's one of those songs where you're like listening to it, rocking out to it. I don't know how to explain it. I really like it.
It seemed kind of cringy to me. I don't know why.
The title's cringy.
Taylor actually woke up from a dream with a catchy sound in her head, which appears in this song. It sounds robotic, but it's actually her voice. And it's also the first song that she's ever sweared in this album.
Next up, we have Don't Blame Me.
This song is just kind of bland, and it's kind of like every other song, and it doesn't really have anything that stands out for it, so it's just kind of an average song for me.
To me, I love it. When the album first came out, I would listen to this song on repeat a lot. I really like the gospel parts, and like I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this song. It's kind of boring.
Okay, next we have Delicate, which was really different than anything she's put out before, and I really liked that.
I am obsessed with this song. I think it's really pretty, and it does a good job of using her lyrics, but also kind of using her new beats. I think it's really good.
Yeah, this was the first song where she used auto-tune style for her voice effects, so I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I liked that part.
Next up, we have Look What You Made Me Do.
Yeah, so this song is probably my least favorite on the album. I never enjoyed the verses. My favorite part was actually the chorus, and most people don't like that at all. But the verses just sounded really weird. It wasn't the lyrics, but the way she sang them just kind of sounded weird, and the whole Taylor can't pick up the phone right now part was really bad.
Yeah, I agree with Morgan. I actually have a playlist that has all the songs off of Reputation but this song, because I want to listen to the album, but I hate this song.
This song was originally actually an emotional poem that Taylor wrote, so I don't know. Maybe that's why it's bad, because it's actual real lyrics.
What? Next up, we have So It Goes.
Yeah, this song was like not one of her popular ones. I think it's one of the least popular on the album, but I actually really like it. It's nothing special, but just the sound of it all, it kind of like mixes together, and it sounds kind of trippy.
Yeah, I agree with Morgan. It's kind of average, but it's kind of the song that like transitions from the top half of the album to the bottom half, and I think it does a really good job of that.
This is just a fun fact about that song. Many of Taylor's fans have created a conspiracy theory because they cannot remember the words to the song.
Next up, we have Gorgeous, which also came out before the album. I really love this song. I think it's really cute and poppy, and it's definitely not as deep and meaningful as a lot of her other songs, but I think it's really cool.
This song I actually hated the first time I listened to it, but I've listened to it more and more, and it's one of my favorites on the album.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' daughter, James, actually says gorgeous at the start of the song.
Yeah, I really like that part. And then we have Getaway Car.
This song was immediately one of my favorites when I was buying the album. I listened to this song, and that kind of convinced me to buy it because it wasn't on Spotify yet, and I didn't know if I actually wanted to or not. But I really love this song.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, and it definitely relates to a bunch of her songs off of her previous albums, and I think it's amazing. And like,
yeah, it really sounds like kind of 1989.
Yeah, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I thought it was one of her best songs on the album, too.
And then we have King of My Heart.
This song, for some reason, did not resonate with me, one of my least favorites. I don't know, it might be how she also tried to rap in this song as well. It's a lot of bass music, and I just didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of go back and forth on it, but majority of the time I just really don't like it. Not as bad as like What You Made Me Do, but it's not a strong song.
The graffiti in the Ready For It music video, one of her other songs, actually showed imagery relating to this song.
And then we have Dancing With Our Hands Tied, which I love. I think it's kind of King of My Heart 2.0. It's very similar, but I think it's a lot better.
I actually really like this song, and the chorus kind of sounds like an EDM song. It's very different from all the other songs, while also kind of being the same. I don't know how to describe that, but it's really good.
Taylor Swift once wrote that the best love is golden, and she references this throughout the entire album, but mainly in this song.
And then we have Dress, which I like, I'm not in love with, but I think it's pretty good.
This is actually my favorite song on the album. I really like it, and the hook and everything of this song is so good, and I really like how it's soft, but then towards the end it gets louder.
It's definitely a risky song for her compared to her other songs.
Yeah, she actually wrote the lyrics a full year before recording this song.
And then we have This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things.
So I always go back and forth on this song because I think it's a funny, kind of playful song, but at the same time, kind of like Look What You Made Me Do, it seems kind of cringy at parts. But I ultimately do really like this song.
I agree. I think the lyrics are really clever and unique. I have to be like in the right mood though for this song. Like it's definitely not I can listen to it all the time.
Yeah, the song is allegedly about her famous feud with Kanye and Katy Perry. Personally, I think it's just kind of dumb, but it's funny to hear about in songs.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely does reference a lot of things about that feud in the song. Track number 14 is Call It What You Want.
This song I really like. It's really soft, and it's about her new boyfriend, and I really like that. This was the third single to be released, and it was very different from the first two, which were very aggressive and kind of in your face, and this one was really soft and kind of shows where she's at now, which I like.
I am obsessed with this song. The first time I heard it, it made me sob. I was at lunch, actually, and I just started crying, and I was listening to this song. I think it's amazing. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, I thought it was a great change from the rest of the album.
Last but not least, we have New Year's Day.
This song is extremely different from everything else because it's kind of like stripped and it's mostly focusing on her voice rather than a lot of music and bass like the other songs. And the lyrics are really nice, and it's kind of a nice romantic ballad, which I like.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and she definitely doesn't have a really slow, like, heartfelt ballad like all her other albums do, but this one is kind of the equivalent of that, and I think it's really cool and unique, and I've never really heard a song that's like it.
Me too.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool idea that she thought the idea of someone taking care of you was even more romantic than just a kiss on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Okay, so those are all the songs off of Reputation. So
Yeah.
Overall, Morgan, what did you think of the album?
I really liked it. I've always kind of been a Taylor Swift fan, but this is not my least favorite album, which is good. It's not my favorite either, but I'd probably give it about 7 to 8 stars out of 10.
Yeah, I would probably give it 8 stars. I definitely think some of her older albums are stronger, but I think there are a lot of unique songs, and I kind of like the direction she's going in with this album.
I'm not a diehard Taylor Swift fan or anything, but I guess I can tolerate her. I'd give it 6 stars. It was probably her best album yet.
That's Foosic's thought on Reputation.